This sounds crazy, but there's a reason why you're not happy in your current situation. And I think you and I both know that your current situation is a reflection of what you have created for yourself. And I think I'm actually sitting back looking at what I've created for myself, and I realize that I want more. There's nothing wrong with you wanting more. There's nothing wrong with you wanting more out of life and telling yourself that when you don't get what you want, it's not good enough. Because you're supposed to get what you want. You're supposed to get everything that you want and more. The system has programmed us to think that the reason why we're not supposed to get more or get a certain thing is because if we get something, then somebody else might not be able to eat. That is the mindset of having lack. And a system that wants you in place for whatever they need you for is going to program to tell you that there is lack and that you should have the mindset of lack. But I'm here to tell you that no, you should not. You should have the mindset of abundance and wealth and prosperity, knowing that the things that you ask for, the things that you want, can and will happen for you. No matter what anybody else tries or what anybody else does to try to snatch it away or do anything against you, whatever is yours is supposed to be yours, and whatever is not is simply not going to be yours. But if it is the divine will, then guess what? It's already yours. So if you had the thought process to say to yourself that this is what I want and this is what I'm going to be, then guess what? That's it. That's what you're going to get, and that's what you're going to be. So if you tell yourself that I'm nothing more than somebody that can just work for somebody else, then that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to work for somebody else for the rest of your life. I think for the first time, I'm actually choosing myself, and I'm telling myself that it's okay to be selfish and want more for your life than what they want for your life. Because they don't really want much for your life. Well, they want all of your life, but they don't want to give you nothing for your life. And then you find yourself begging, pleading, and crying, stressed out, tired, going through things that you shouldn't have to go through, all on the account of them, because you don't believe in yourself enough, because you can't tell yourself that you're good enough, and that you can't tell yourself that, look here, I don't have to be treated this way. I can do something about this. I can actually find another way. I can try something different. Because I'm betting on all these other people, but I'm not betting on myself. I'm allowing them to tell me what I can and what I cannot do. I'm allowing them to tell me how much money I can make and how much money I can't make. How much sleep I get and how much sleep I don't get. How much time I get to spend with my family and how much time I don't get to spend with my family. They have programmed you to do it their way for the longest. I think what I'm saying to you all is that it's time to start thinking about yourself. Start thinking about other ways that you can create financial abundance for yourself. It's normal for you to want more. It's not normal for somebody to tell you that you're not worth more. A person that's telling you that you're not worth it is a person that doesn't see your value. And guess what? They're not going to see your value. You have to show your value and put your value wherever it needs to be. If that requires you putting in a little bit of extra work, then guess what? Put that little bit of extra work in. Do a little bit more. Why? Because it's necessary. And it's the thing that's going to keep you and the next person afloat. You have to continue to put yourself first in these types of situations, because as we can see, they are not putting us first. I'm not going to keep jeopardizing my health just to receive pennies on the dollars because somebody doesn't believe in my worth the way that I do. And I think that you all need to start thinking that way too. Find some other ways. There's other ways to make money. There's other ways to be out of the system. We have just been programmed to think that the only way is to go to work for somebody else. Get a job, go to school, get a job, go to work for somebody else. But what about working for yourself? What about working for yourself? Jobs were put in place for people that could not figure out a way to do anything other than work for somebody else. That's what a job is put in place for. But it's a job. It's not your destined place. It's not exactly where you're supposed to be. So you need to figure out where you're supposed to be. And once you have some clarity on where you're supposed to be, then you'll know what to do next. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.